What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Matt. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. In case you missed it, the Denver Nuggets have fired head coach Michael Malone, and they fired, or it's really that they won't extend their GM Calvin Booth. This is shocking. I've been following the team. I mean, this has been my favorite team, as I mentioned before, and since I've since I've been born, I've been bleeding Denver. But I've been following this iteration of the team since we had Jokic, and since we've I'll make a separate video just going back over this 30 for 30 worthy journey of all these cats that have come into this Denver Nuggets team, and going from just seeing Jokic level up and seeing the two-man game evolve with him and Murray, and witnessing us win a championship, which was just surreal to see. It's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been a lot of great basketball that I've got to witness, and I'm very thankful. And that's why, again, it comes as a shock because Malone has been here for 10 years. He's been the longest tenured head coach. He's been the most winningest head coach in Denver Nuggets history. And for him to be going out like this right before the playoffs start, 3 games before the playoff starts, is very surreal. When I when I saw the news, I was at my job. I had to just tell them, like, yo, I'll be right back, and take a break, because I was like, what the hell is going on? I thought it was, I know April Fool's has passed. I was like, bro, this has to be some type of fake news, like somebody. So, I mean, that should tell you all that you need to know about how I was thinking. But it more is going to come out as time goes on. But it seems that there was a rift in philosophies from the way that Malone coached and the way that the team was built. And you could see that, and there was stories that had came out even before this season started that there was a rift in the front office, and you could see it also if you'd been following the team. Malone doesn't play young guys. That's not his MO. He hasn't, even when Michael Porter Jr. was drafted, like, this dude has always shown a reluctancy to play younger talent. He plays his guys that he knows is going to give him his all, and that's who he's been. So, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a disconnect when you let go guys like KCP, who, in my opinion, it was time for his Denver tenure had played its course, especially after we won the championship. And then the year that we lost to Minnesota in Game 7, I thought Christian Braun, if Malone had made the adjustment to put Christian Braun on Anthony Edwards, the series doesn't even go to 7 games. It just goes, we win the series easily. Like, because CB has the athleticism to be able to guard Anthony Edwards, at least slow him down to the point where he wasn't getting off as he was. But that's a whole nother topic. I should have made the channel back then so y'all could have been hearing me talk about the Nuggets and what I felt. But I'm making this video. I chose this today to make this video because I have to do it today. There's so much great basketball has come through Michael Malone, his system. And before we won the championship, I had asked, like, is Malone a product of Jokic? And it's crazy because it was very unpopular, but I mean, many people know, if you're a basketball fan, you know how the Golden State Warriors dynasty had come along, where they hired Steve Kerr because their previous coach had hit a plateau. And I had wondered if that was the same case for Malone. And we wound up winning the championship. And so it is what it is. We won the chip, and I think they gave him the benefit of the doubt, and they ran it back with them. But you could see certain players would check out, i.e., Michael Porter Jr. And I think that's because Malone didn't really do a good enough job of empowering Mike. There's just a lot. There's so much that I can talk about with this team that I can break down that from my perspective, because I watch pretty much every game. And I can tell you that even some of the reports that are coming out saying that, oh, Malone wasn't as hard on Jokic and Murray, and that rubbed some players the wrong way. I mean, you could probably figure out who that came from. But it's just crazy because now this all but assures that there's going to be major changes to the way that we run things for sure, obviously, because Malone is gone, but there might be a lot of changes to personnel as well. This is all just very surreal, like I said at the beginning. I never would have thought that they would have fired this dude 3 days before the three freaking games before the playoffs, bro. Like, and I mean, it's just crazy. Nuggets fans all this season have been clamoring for some type of change, whether you trade Porter Jr., whether you fire the coach, they just wanted some type of change, and now they get it. So now let's see, like, what happens. Part of me is, again, thankful to Michael Malone. I appreciate what you've done for the franchise. I appreciate the championship that your coaching has brought us. But at the same time, there were flaws, just like everybody has. And it's disheartening to hear that the GM and the coach were basically at ends and making it a toxic environment, because that's not who this Nuggets team has been over the past 7 some odd years that we've ascended to the top of the Western Conference. And as stated before, this is just crazy to have even witnessed the rise of this team. And truly, I really truly feel blessed because of the fact that I've gotten to witness the rise of this team. Like, I'm telling you, if this is not a 30 for 30, then it will be criminal. ESPN, it will be very criminal, and I'll have to do something, because this team deserves a 30 for 30 with how the playoff battles between Damian Lillard and McCollum, and just this. I'm telling you, if they don't do a 30 for 30, I'm doing something. But again, going back to present day, this is just very crazy to see and have basically lived through now. And I'm gonna be interested to see, and I'll definitely cover it on this channel, what happens after this. I want to see how these guys, how the players respond. I want to see how Jokic responds. I want to see what's going on. They named David Adelman the interim head coach, and I think that's a good move, because he's been here as Malone's right-hand man for the last some odd years, and he knows the system. He knows these guys, so hopefully they can go on a run in the playoffs. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see these guys go out in the first round, and then it'll make it all more pressing for them to have to make major changes. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see. I want to see this core intact, because in all reality, they just won a championship 2 years ago, and I do think that they can get there again. It's just, again, surreal that they made the decision right before the playoffs is. And Kroenke, I saw the interview. He even mentioned the fact that he's trying to ignite these guys. I think he believes, just like me, that these guys can play better than what they have in the past over the course of this year. And that has yet to be seen now. I think the guys did check out on Malone. Certain guys Malone acquiesced to more, especially Murray. Again, he didn't play the young guys, and that's where the whole issue with Booth came in. But again, it's really sad. I hope that this isn't the moment where we go on a decline now. I hope that whoever they bring in at GM, whoever they bring in at head coach elevates the guys that we have on this roster. I don't think we need some type of big trade. I don't think that's what we need, because these guys, I saw when we won the chip, I saw dynasty, and I believe what Malone had to say. It's just crazy how things have turned out, and I think it'll be very telling how the team responds. And I'm still gonna be a Denver fan no matter what happens. But yeah, as long as we don't trade Jokic, we'll be all right. As long as this dude doesn't retire, we're gonna be fine. Because he elevates the play of the guys that are around him. We've seen that year after year. So in the grand scheme of things, we'll be okay. I just want to see somebody come in here and really maximize the talent. Because again, before we won the championship, I wondered, was Malone getting carried by Jokic's greatness? And he even said, he was in an interview, he must have seen my comment or something, but in an interview, he was like, duh. Like, so even he acknowledged it. Like, Jokic is such a great player. He doesn't even get enough recognition. Some people still call me a Jokic glazer and all this craziness, but this dude is literally he's the best player I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, there's no other way for me to put it. I watch this dude game in and game out. This guy is just unstoppable. Nobody in the league can stop this dude one-on-one. And if you try to double him or triple team him, he makes the right play every time. Like, it's surreal to watch. And I'm lucky that he's on the Denver Nuggets, so I've been able to enjoy basketball greatness over the last, like I said, 7+ years. So, oh man, it's just a surreal day to be a Nuggets fan. And that's why I had to make this the first video on the channel, because I was like, yeah, nah, this is not, you're not gonna get any, unless we win the championship this year, you're probably not gonna get a more raw and unfiltered day than this. I mean, there will be other exciting moments that happen or whatever, but this is just crazy. But yeah, I mean, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. It's only, like I said, I'm still always gonna be a Denver fan, but we'll see where we go from here. It's gonna be interesting to see. First, we have to get through the playoffs, and I hope we go on a deep playoff run. And I hope guys step up and are ignited by this. I don't want to see us go out sad. I really, if that would be the worst. If we go out sad now and then the whole team is just like, I'm not trying to see that. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see us win. I want to see us represent and really, like let's go. Like, I don't want to see us out sad. So, with all that being said, it's been your boy, man. It's been real. We're gonna there will be a lot more videos to come, so be on the lookout. Peace out, y'all.